Hello. It's the night before Christmas Eve, and I haven't really been feeling it. I haven't been feeling. It's supposed to be a joyous time, and I haven't been feeling it. So I wanted to share with you a song that I found and play some of it and talk about what it means and kind of explain Christmas. I mean, working retail can be very stressful, and just seeing all political stuff and all this stuff, it just kind of it's been very hard to be joyous and actually feel the Christmas spirit. This is "Wonder What Jesus Thinks of Christmas" by Danny Tate.
Suicides are up this time of year. People fall off of the wagon this time of year.
I think that everyone has this myth of a perfect, happy Christmas. And we put this pressure for it, and we fall flat on our face. And I mean, studies show that suicides aren't more in winter and Christmas time than it is any other time of year. But it does stress of the Christmas stress can really get to you. Especially, I think, more if you live in, like I live in Wisconsin, and we haven't had the sunlight in a week. And people who have addictions, they fall off the wagon, they drink, and I mean, it's a stressful time of year for people with addictions.
The poor feel even poorer and the rich just disappear. Oh, I wonder what Jesus thinks about Christmas.
Now, I don't agree with that. That line, the poor get poor and the rich just disappear. Because, I mean, I believe the one good thing about this time is people are a little bit more giving. People are a little bit more helpful. There is more charity. I mean, charities get a lot of their money this time of year. So I really don't see that. But you do see that, like, especially with all the consumerism and stuff like that, you get kind of like feeling like, what do I have?
People going dead this time of year, only to regret this time of year. Lonely.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm not buying a lot of presents. A lot of my presents I'm giving away. Instead of selling some of my old magazines on eBay, I'm giving them like Star Trek wrestling magazines to my friends who I think would enjoy them. And because it's so easy to get in debt, and I am in debt, and so. And so it is. I mean, you just see we are a consumer culture. And I mean, this whole crash, this whole problem with the economy was of greed, of paying for things that we don't have the money for, and it's so easy to go into debt and so easy to hate yourself for doing it, but continue to do it.
Only feel much lonely, feel much lonelier, no one to dry their tears.
That is one of the worst parts of the holiday season, being alone. I mean, and I'm not ashamed to say I've never had a girlfriend over the holidays. I've never had a loved one other than my parents to share the holidays with. And that hurts. I mean, it does. It feels. It's a little. Your soul aches. Loneliness causes your soul to ache all the times of the year, but holidays are even worse because it's kind of like you see couples buying each other clothes. You see like family Christmas movies, and you see couples with their little kids in the nice Christmas outfits and dresses, and you kind of just wonder. It hurts you. You feel an ache inside, and I know that eventually I will find love. I have no doubt about that, and I will eventually get married. God told me so as much in a dream, and but it does. It's to remind you. It's a reminder of how lonely you are.
Years, I wonder what Jesus thinks about Christmas. When we celebrate the holidays, G.I. Joes and rollerblades, making toast to better times, out of tune with your anxiety.
I mean, things. The latest toys, another sweater that you maybe don't need, latest DVD to add on the shelf. I mean, we try to satisfy ourselves with things. We try to satisfy ourselves with possessions. But really, the only things that can really satisfy ourselves is God, fellowship with God, and fellowship with our fellow man. And sometimes the things like giving things help us bring together, but sometimes it's hollow. It's like a substitute.
After all the shiny toys have turned to rust, oh, I wonder what Jesus thinks about Christmas.
I mean, after all, it is his birthday that we're celebrating, and I don't know how that a joyous occasion of celebrating basically all redemption, that God loved us, that He, a boy in a humble manger or cave but a humble child, grow up to set us free, became about spending, eating, drinking, watching, and it just I can't tell you. I work retail, and I can't tell you how many people have like came in and just said, I hate Christmas, or because of all this stuff.
Guess that's why we need a new year this time of year. Kids finding out that Santa Claus is just the janitor down at Sears. Wonder what Jesus thinks about Christmas. We celebrate the holidays with G.I. Joes and rollerblades, making toast for better times, out of tune with your anxiety. After all the shiny toys have turned to rust, wonder what Jesus thinks about Christmas.
And I mean, I think that's why I can't. I mean, I just see the pressure. I see the. Sometimes I wish that I didn't have my eyes opened, because once I saw God, everything else made sense, and I see the pain of the world. I see the loss. I see sin for what it is. Humans in pain, and it just and that's why I mean I can celebrate the birth of Jesus, but the rest is just feeling kind of hollow for me. God bless.